Hi everyone, I'm Jim Shore. Welcome to my South Carolina home. You know, a lot of folks have asked how I got into the business of bringing my artwork to the gift industry. And I thought I'd take just a little bit of time today and give you sort of an overview of how I got started and a little bit of the path I've taken to get to where we're at today with my line of artwork and my brand. Well, it started many years ago as I was a young struggling artist trying to make a living and keep the family together and all that sort of thing. So Jan, my wife, and I, we were struggling to try to decide what we could do until we decided what we were really going to do. And we said, okay, we've got some of all of my artwork and everything. Let's go to the Charlotte Gift Show, get a booth, show our pieces, and if we're lucky enough to have some folks take some orders, we could try to figure out, how to get the pieces, created and duplicated and actually fill the orders. And that's exactly what we did. We got the booth at the gift show. We were very successful in getting the orders, but the question then was, holy cow, what now? How are we going to make these pieces to fill our orders? Well, it just so happened that one of the booths close to us, it was a small casting operation, and we made a deal with them. It was like fate almost, And so they started casting for us, and we started filling the orders, and eventually it got to the point in a very short period of time that we had so many orders that we decided, heck, we need to start doing this ourselves. Well, we were living in a little cottage here in South Carolina. We had a little shed next to us that we were able to put together a small casting operation, and it was Jan, myself, the help of my father and mother-in-law. They helped a little bit, and together we started casting my artwork and filling these orders. Well, pretty soon it had grown to be one of the largest casting houses in the United States. It was Designs Americana, and we had several hundred employees, and we had grown into a very large operation. And that was actually wonderful. It was a great way to get into the business because we were at that point solidly in the business. However, one of the problems that we had in this sort of struggle that we had gone through is that more and more of my time was put towards the business end of it and less towards the creative side of it, which is really my forte. So we decided, okay, we'll transition from the manufacturing side of it and start licensing. That is, we'll license the artwork to a company that is really good at that and is acclimated towards the business side of this. So we decided, okay, who's the best and biggest and best in the world? It's Enesco in Chicago. They're arguably the very best and certainly the biggest in the world. So we got in the car. We took some of our artwork up there and a design book that I had put together of all my designs, and we just made a cold call. We called them up, and they immediately rejected us. They said, no, we don't have time for this. We get requests like this all the time. Well, I was heartbroken, but I was persistent. And I guess I was just pathetic enough for them to feel sorry enough for me to give me 10 minutes in the lobby. That's what they said. So I was met in the lobby by one of their freelancers. Actually came down, and he actually told me, he said, you have 10 minutes to state your case. I'm here to basically get rid of you, so you got 10 minutes. Go. Well, I showed him the work that I had done and my design book. He took a look at that and he said, let's take this upstairs to the conference room and spread it out so we can get a better look at it. And that's exactly what we did. And before the end of the day, which I knew that was going to take more than 10 minutes, we had everybody that was involved in the creation of the pieces for the gift industry in the room looking at the designs, and by the end of the day we had a contract actually a deal memo for a contract. That was the beginning of us, getting into the gift industry in the scale that we're at, and that was with Heartwood Creek, which you're all familiar with. That's my core business. We've got examples here of what I do, and then it led to the collaboration and the co-branding that you also know me for, which is like Disney and Coca-Cola and the Grinch and Rudolph and Margaritaville and so many others. Where the blending of my artwork with them, and it's been such a success, and it's also been an absolute delight and an honor for me to bring my artwork to you all. You all are the ones that are the most important element of this, because you're the ones that make it happen, you're the ones that make it successful, and it is heartwarming for me, and a real delight to serve you in that way. So thank you very much, and I appreciate giving you a little bit of the story, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.